The Trackmania Grand League and the Lyon Esport tournament is now over, and the Trackmania part of Lyon is gonna leave. You took place at both tournaments, playing on stage in both tournaments, but somewhat surprising that you actually got to the grand final in the Lyon Esport tournament, not the Trackmania Grand League. It's just finished with the Lyon Esport tournament, so we'll start with that. Tell us what happened here. How did you end up in the final?
To be really honest, I have no idea how I got in the grand finals, let alone stay in the upper bracket in the first place. Of course, my focus was completely on the Grand League.
Yeah.
So I did prepare. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, I didn't prepare, but I did prepare just enough to have fun in the tournament and actually do something or be able to do something. But yeah, as matches went on, I got in the flow, and of course more hours of practicing the maps stack up, and somehow I reached the grand finals, and yeah, that was amazing.
But did you feel like that during the time attack seeding? Was it something that went along the way that you realized maybe, or did you even not realize it in the consultation final even that you can actually come to a grand final?
Well, it's kind of happened when I was playing against, I believe I played Aurel and Muthix. Well, at least Muthix, and I knew he was really prepared for this tournament. So when I saw or noticed that I was close to him in that specific match, I was like, okay, there might be a small chance for me to compete here. And yeah, then the motivation started, and confidence got increased, and yeah, I think it's also a lot to do with experience.
Yeah.
Like I saw a lot of tweets, people mentioning that my experience in certain scenarios really helped me, and I do think that is true. I mean, I've played so many brackets, winner bracket finals, consolation finals. You know, I've done it all, and I think experience was definitely a factor for me reaching the grand final.
Yeah, that's a good example in the consolidation one, or as they call it, the grand loser bracket final. You were behind there, Maddox was leading, and then eventually you cut off. Did you believe then when he entered finalist mode and Dodgy had a big lead that can I catch up, or what went through your head?
No, I mean, if you have seen the match itself, it was a complete disaster by me. I think I crashed like, I don't know, 12 rounds in a row. But yeah, I lost all hope. But that final map, I knew I could do damage on that map, especially the dirt maps. I really preferred. I mean, I played the PDC dirt tournament, and I think it really helped me level up in dirt specifically. So when I saw that map, I was like, okay, I might actually have a chance here. I was 30 something points behind, and yeah, I saw them crash in the first turn, and then I started smiling, and I already started to save my rounds basically, and it happened over and over again, and eventually, yeah, well, I got finalist, and then I won as well, so yeah, it was good.
And then you're back on the big stage, back on the grand final. But is it similarities to entering the stage, let's say on Friday when you played Trackmania Grand League, compared to now you enter a grand final? Do you still feel the nerves? I mean, I heard you and Carl Jr. speak about it that you don't feel any nerves, but do you actually feel anything?
Well, since I had no expectation, or well, low expectations, I went in this tournament just to have fun, basically, and I think that really helped. On the Grand League, I definitely felt the nerves because it's way more prestigious to perform well in the Grand League nowadays than it is on this LAN. Not gonna say like this LAN is not worth it or anything, but the Grand League for me was something that that brought a lot of pressure on my shoulders. Also because I had a rough group stage in that, and things just didn't go too well for me. So yeah, going into the Lyon LAN event, I had no pressure on my shoulders. It just felt completely relaxed. Of course, there were some scenarios when I'm ahead and I know that I have to do some turns left. It's going to be a heartbeat racing, but yeah, it's nothing compared like with the TMGL.
And talk about the grand final itself. Did you believe, even entering the stage, that you could win it? I remember your interview said you're happy that you even got fourth, and then maybe let's say third and second. You didn't mention first place. Did you have a chance? Or?
No. Yeah. I knew I wasn't going to get first. Bran, I mean, he was the deserved winner for this whole tournament for me, and I'm just really happy that he actually got first as well. It's also his first LAN victory solo, so that's awesome. But yeah, I knew I could battle with Carl maybe on a good day. I did have a decent day, but then again, he's just way too fast for me. It's the truth. And with Dutchy, yeah, well, I knew I could beat him, but yeah, it was extremely close. So a fourth place, well, the curse of the fourth place for me is here again. But yeah, with the practice I did, I think a fourth place is way more than I could have asked for.
Let's talk about the main event here that you mainly prepare for, the Trackmania Grand League. How did you feel that went now that you had a couple of days to think about it?
Yeah, that's a good one because in the what was it, cons final, I played Papu, I think, and I could actually have had a chance of no, I played the winner bracket final, and both me and Papu were finalists, and I lost by 1500s.
Yeah.
Definitely, if I had my cars on, I would have won it because then I would have noticed where he was, and I wouldn't have done the risk that I actually did in that final round. So yeah, that was really disappointing to be so close and then lose it because you aren't aware of where the other player is. And then yeah, the cons final just went completely horrible for me. I don't know. I kind of lost my focus after that, and I couldn't get into the race. And yeah, I think the map picks weren't suiting me at all. I think two of my maps that I preferred the best, I haven't even played the whole Grand League, so that's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, I'm still really happy with a fifth place, just outside of the grand final. But yeah, could have been a grand final as well.
Do you actually think Berge brought it up yesterday in an interview that you should get more respect because you're always up there, you're always among the top six? Do you feel that maybe you are somewhat underestimated, that people may see you as, oh, he's just a streamer, that's what you do in Trackmania, but you are a fantastic player, and now you are a fifth place and a fourth place here?
Yeah, I do think people underestimate what I'm capable of. I mean, everyone knows that I'm a really consistent player, maybe not the fastest, and that's where they probably stumble because some players are really fast, but then they don't have the consistency that I have. So they think, oh yeah, I'm way faster than Spam, but they are prone to make more mistakes.
Exactly.
And well, okay, I made a lot of mistakes. So I can do it as well, but yeah, normally in LAN events, I'm the consistent guy and I don't make a lot of mistakes. I'm a little bit slower, but that's just my driving style, and I've always had that.
You've been you've been in Trackmania for a long time. You've been here longer than me, so you have been here when it's a new game coming in and having a big impact.
Yeah.
You was here. You were the last world champion in Trackmania Nations forever. Now we have Trackmania 2, and now eventually we'll get Trackmania at the game. What can you expect? What can you say that the new people can expect from it? Or should we be scared that the community will be split? Should we be happy that they can gather around something again? Or
well, I did gather some first thoughts on Discord and other social medias, and people have a mixed opinion about it, and that's of course because when you're such a tight community as Trackmania, when there's something new and it's like yeah, it's new, then the first initial thought is ew, it's not the same, it's gonna be bad, blah blah blah, and I think people just need to wait and see how it's gonna pan out. I mean, it's quite similar. It has a lot of great features, new driving styles. Everyone starts from scratch basically, and I think that's what's gonna make it a really good game. Yeah, we just have to wait and see what will happen. And I mean, all the features are still there. Trackmania Stadium dirt is there, just different look basically.
It's a pretty new news that this is going to come out. Have you thought about how this is going to impact your career? That maybe if there's new game mechanics, it will be hard to learn. Maybe if Trackmania goes down, then maybe essentially you have to do something else in life.
Well, it's always in the back of my mind that like I know I cannot be a gamer forever. You know, there's always going to come an end to something.
Yeah.
But I think the new game will actually be great for streamers because of the different challenge modes. Challenge track of the day or something like that, and you can make your own community inside the game. So I think it's gonna be really focused on content creators and also competitiveness with the Grand League. I think that's the main push that they want to do with this game. So yeah, I think it's gonna have a really solid impact, especially for streamers out there.
When is the next time we see you at a LAN event? Is it the Retro Cup? Is it Games Assembly? Is it the Season 2 of Trackmania Grand League? When can people expect to see you back?
I'm not sure if I'm going to be at Gamers Assembly. I know there's a lot of people that I would like to meet at Gamers Assembly, a lot of the full speed players specifically coming from Australia and stuff. So I might hop over to play the Gamers Assembly, but I have a really packed schedule with holidays and stuff coming up. So I don't think Gamers Assembly is going to be the one. Zerator Cup, definitely. I'll be trying that. Solo, duo, trio, whatever it is, I'll definitely be trying. I mean, it's going to be the biggest, it's going to be the best, and you don't want to miss it. So that is definitely where I will be. And of course, since I got playoffs in the Grand League, I will be doing season 2 of that as well. And then, yeah, that's still a long way in the future. So after that, I don't know what's going to happen.
Thank you so much for taking time to do this. Now I understand that you have an important event here, the Pokemon Go, and then a Uno tournament here.
Yes.
Now the real part starts, right?
Exactly.
Thanks so much for taking time, and make sure to stick out for Twitch channel or Spam's Twitch channel. You have an announcement to make there, right?
I do have an announcement to make for the people that are wondering. I'm not going to spoil anything here, but yeah, there is going to be a small change in the future. I'm not going to say anything, but yeah, you have to wait and see.
All you can do is tune in and follow Spam's Twitch channel. That's it for now. Bye bye.